What's going on, everybody? I want to say a big thank you to you, the one that's listening, the one that takes time to listen to my little rants and whatever it is that I post. Yesterday, I posted up a video if I would be the one running, DC Studios. All right. But let's get into this real quick. Make sure to hit the subscribe. I really appreciate everybody, all that good stuff. All right. So yesterday, somebody posted on the comment, they're like, what would you do after the last Justice League movie? What new trilogy would you have then? Well, my friend, this is what I would do if I would be running DC Studios. All right. Like I said, DC is different from Marvel. That's why I want to keep it with that dark and serious tone. I don't want to have that comedy and that goofy style. Leave that to Marvel. They're good at that. We're going to focus on something that's serious and a little bit more realistic, but with the comic book feel. This is what I would come up with next. All right. Right after Justice League 3. It would be Justice League versus Justice Society of America. All right. After that one, Justice League versus Suicide Squad. So you want to have characters from Suicide Squad go up against, of course, Justice League. And then I would have Justice League versus Injustice League. All right. So you're going to have the good and you're going to have the top ones in the bad side. After that, it's going to lead to a two-part Final Crisis Part 1 leading into Final Crisis Part 2. And that wraps everything, including, of course, of what we got with Zack Snyder's Justice League, connecting, also taking it to Justice League 2, Justice League 3, and then boom, all this falls under that bubble. You see how big and massive that would be? And then once that trilogy is done with the whole Justice League, this is where I would take it to the next level. I would be tapping into the gaming cinematic universe, getting away from what we've already done with the superheroes, but still bringing them on to the next big scale. All right, check this out. I would do DC versus Mortal Kombat, called Injustice. That's it. It'll be Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. You're going to have characters from Mortal Kombat and you're going to have characters from DC. As they're doing now, all these movies with Mortal Kombat, I would also pick and choose those characters because they still have that realistic look and that form, into bringing it into something new that would be completely a different game changer. All right. It wouldn't be a reboot and it wouldn't be something that it's connected. It's just going to be its own thing. If you want to say it's an Elseworld, go for it. But it will be something that's just focused on the Injustice storyline. All right. Just like from the game, you got your characters. You're going to build your first roster. You're going to build your second roster, and then you're going to build it to a massive one for the third film. Right there is where you're going to have that final trilogy, and you're going to have all three within the same franchise when you're going to have Mortal Kombat going up against DC. Very simple. It could be done. Nothing complicated, and you don't need to do every character individually. You can just highlight the main characters like Scorpion, of course, Batman. You want Raiden, probably you want Static Shock, Blue Beetle, like all these, Shazam, all these type of characters that DC has already, but also that they own the IP for Mortal Kombat. How big would that be? That would be massive, especially in the cinematic universe, but under the gaming label, if you want to say. But that is what I would do. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Drop the comments, all that good stuff. I really appreciate everybody. Make sure to keep hitting that subscribe. We're growing. I really appreciate each and every one of you that's taking the time to do it. And as always, until next time.